Sometimes works in your favor if the sheep see you coming. Let them sweat, get nervous. They make mistakes.
ถามด้วยปะนะถามว่าทำงานอะไรเก็บเป็นนายอำเภอในเมืองทางตะวันตกอันนี้ก็คืออะไรอ่ะอุ้ยเรื่องรถด้วยไอ้กันเฮ้ยโดนทิชชู่ปาปาแรงอ่ะแพ็คของให้ลุงเสร็จเรียบร้อยครับเรียบร้อยนะกีตาร์โอเคนั่นแหละแล้วอันนี้ก็ถือกูเฮ้ยเก่งพอไหนนะตอนนี้แม็กครีเป็นเทวานแล้วก็หัวโล้นใส่แว่นจริงๆใส่แว่นปะใส่แว่นชิบหายแล้วใช่
Gage.
Well, I'll be damned. You actually did it. Nuka World is ours. All of it.
Why are you acting surprised?
Hey, no disrespect, boss. You've just got to understand. We ain't ever been on ground this solid before. Now that we're here, let's keep this party going. I'm thinking it's time we set our sights on the Commonwealth.
Why bother with the Commonwealth? Don't we have everything we need over here?
That sounds like Coulter talking, boss. Ain't a good sign. Taking back Nuka World is a big friggin' deal, no question. But it can't be the end of things. Needs to be a beginning. These bunch of savages need a goal, something to focus on. If they ain't got it, they'll wind up turning on each other. In an operation this big, we're gonna need more of, well, everything. Nobody's gonna hand it to us. We need to take it. Commonwealth has a ton of shitty little settlements that could be put to better use. Don't you think?
You sure that's wise? We just got this place back on its feet.
Do you think it's wise to watch the gangs tear each other to pieces, fighting over what's left of this place? Of course you don't. So let's focus on avoiding that. We don't gotta rush into this headlong. We take it slow. Be smart about it. If we're aiming to grab a piece of the Commonwealth, it's going to take the right contacts and a lot of muscle. Right? I say we go have ourselves a chat with Shank. He's the point man for everything entering and leaving Nuka World. He floated this idea before. Been itching to talk to you ever since you took over. So I bet he's got a good idea of where to start. He's in charge of the caravan, so odds are you can find him somewhere near the marketplace.
You trust this Shank guy?
You ought to know by now. I don't trust anyone. But Shank's on the level. I got no reason to think he'd screw us. Especially if he stands to profit as much as anyone.
If you're vouching for this Shank guy, that sounds good enough to me.
Yeah, sure. How else do you think he ended up at the top of my Christmas list? Just head over and talk to the guy. He'll back up what I'm saying about the Commonwealth. And while you're doing that, I've already got the gangs working on getting Nuka World's power plant up and running. It's about time we shed some real light around here and let people know we mean serious business. Oh, and if you want my advice, or if you want me to tag along, you've got it.
Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, you had to turn up. You're lucky Nish is in charge. If it were up to me, you'd be dead.
Mags, William, and Lizzie. All you have to do is hear them.
I found all the
speak
hidden
and
cappies. Each one had a letter.
Great. Let me take a look at these letters. Well, anyone who stared at Nuka-Cola merchandise as long as I have would get this one pretty fast. The letters definitely spell refreshing. It's simpler than I was expecting.
So how do we use this code?
This door should lead to Brad Burton's office, but it's locked up tight. The keypad is the only way to open it. I guess we just need to key in the 10 numbers that correspond to the word refreshing. You did all the work looking for the hidden cappies, so you should be the one who gets to enter the code. That's it! The door's unlocked! Let's go inside! Let's search carefully. I'm willing to bet this place has a few secrets, and they'll probably be well hidden.
The past yields such interesting finds.
Wish I could have been here before the war. You know, just to see what it was like. Just look at this place.
Nice.
General ใช่ไหมอ๋อนี่ไงที่เขาบอกว่าเขาสนิทกับทหารจากเวียดนามเขาเลยทำบอลส่วนตัวให้
Look, Brad Burton, I didn't fly down from D.C. to get jerked around. You either sign off on Project Cobalt or I can walk right out that door.
This isn't like deciding what color bottle to pick for our next flavor, General. You're asking me to take my laboratories and my beverage years and basically turn them over to your team. I need assurances that my people and my facilities are going to be treated with the respect that they deserve.
You and I both know that's a load of horse shit. Stop treating me like one of your soft drink competitors. I'm here representing the U.S. military. I already told you you'd be well compensated. Now cut the crap and tell me what you're really after.
Fine. I want in on the military's LeapX program.
What? How the hell did you know about that?
Let's just say you're not the only one in this room that can throw his weight around in Washington, General. I've been following the program ever since its inception, and I have to say that I'm impressed. The ability to keep a human in a state of veritable immortality using a machine. Now that's something that I didn't expect from the military. Look,
want me to agree to this proposal, then get me on the Leap X list, and I'll sign whatever you want.
I always knew you were a greedy son of a bitch, John. But the last thing I expected to hear is that you were afraid of death.
Look at this
If you know so much about Leap X, then you know it's in its infancy, and there are a lot of kinks to be worked out. It isn't as easy as throwing a switch and suddenly you can live forever.
Stop trying to talk me out of it. We both know the enemy is developing chemical and biological weapons, and that my beverageers are the top organic chemists in the world. Our countries are in a race where no one comes in second to General. So you need to ask yourself, can you really afford to stand here and say no?
You had this all figured out before I even arrived, didn't you? Okay, fine. You want in on the Leap X program, you've got yourself a deal. You know, maybe immortality is what's best for you, Brad Burton. Be a goddamn shame to let that ego go to waste.
In regards to Nuka-Cola Clear production, I think it's obvious that we need to take a step back and examine the facts. Project Cobalt dropped quantum in our labs, so I think it's best we leverage its potential popularity before someone else beats us to market.
It's hard to believe I'm really here. Search carefully. What we're looking for might not be easy. Easy to find.
Coca-Cola เขียน
In regards to Nuka-Cola Clear production, I think it's obvious that we need to take a step back and examine the facts. Project Cobalt dropped quantum in our labs, so I think it's best we leverage its potential popularity before someone else beats us to market. Additionally, installing the equipment to produce both flavors would cost us a pretty penny, and I'd rather use the funds to promote quantum. We also have our lemon lime flavor debuting soon, and need to work out how to market two clear-colored flavors simultaneously. With all these factors taken into account, I have no choice but to hold off Nuka-Cola Clear production for at least the next 2 fiscal years.
Just look at this place. I know that formula's here. I also know it'll be carefully concealed. Look at that! Mr. Bradburton, you were one sneaky devil.
Self-diagnostic complete. I'm happy to report I won't be falling apart on you anytime soon.
Wow! What is this place? Let's take a closer look. What do you think is in here? Now this looks interesting. Come on. What on earth? Wait. No. It can't be. That's John Caleb Bradburton. Or at least it's his head. Wow.
Who are you? I haven't seen a real human face in so long. I had given up all hope.
Oh my god! It's alive! He's alive! My name's Sierra, sir. I'm your biggest admirer. I love Nuka-Cola more than anything. It was such an honor.
You there, with the Pip-Boy. What are you doing here?
We used the contest code to get in. What the hell happened to you?
I made a devil's bargain, though I didn't know it at the time. This was General Braxton's plan all along. Damn the man. He called it Project Cobalt. In exchange for my weapon design, he would give me access to life-extending technology. I'm such a fool for taking him at his word. He never told me that this would be the price.
Who was General Braxton?
He was one of the top men in the Army Research Laboratory's Weapons and Materials Division. He'd taken a keen interest in my quantum mechanics research and offered me a trade. In exchange for my assistance on a top-secret weapons project, he gave me access to an experimental process that would artificially extend my life. Like a fool, I leapt before I looked. I've certainly paid the price for my short-sightedness.
A weapon? I don't believe it. Why would the genius who brought so much joy to the world want to make something destructive?
Genius is restless, madam. It must expand, seek new challenges, and explore new frontiers. So yes, a weapon. It was going to be a quantum-enhanced variant of the standard portable tactical warhead. In fact, the prototypes are stored in this very chamber. You can have them on one condition. I want you
เอา
to
ไป
show
ทำเรียน
the
ก่อน
power
ก็ได้
of this
จะได้
machine
ใช้ชีวิต
to keep
ข้าง
me
นอกได้
alive. I want to die.
What? No!
แล้วไอ้เหี้ยแชทหายอยู่นี่
I sort of feel sorry for him.
You there, with the Pip-Boy. What are you doing here?
We solved your hidden Cappy contest.
The hidden Cappy contest. It all seems so long ago. Another lifetime. That was before I became this monster. Before I was trapped here for centuries to suffer in solitude. This was General Braxton's plan all along. Damn the man. He called it Project Cobalt. In exchange for my weapon design, he would give me access to life-extending technology. I'm such a fool for taking him at his word. He never told me that this would be the price.
I can't imagine what you must have gone through. I'm truly sorry, Mr. Bradburton.
A weapon? I don't believe it. Why would the genius who brought so much joy to the world want to make something destructive?
Genius is restless, madam. It must expand, seek new challenges, and explore new frontiers. So yes, a weapon. It was going to be a quantum-enhanced variant of the standard portable tactical warhead. In fact, the prototypes are stored in this very chamber. You can have them on one condition. I want you to shut off the power to this machine that's keeping me alive. I want to die.
What? No!
Are you really sure that you want to die?
I've had plenty of time to think about it.
You can't kill him. He's a great man. He invented Nuka-Cola, the best thing in the world.
Lady, you don't know what a torment it is. Being trapped here alone and staring at the same wall, decade after decade. Now please shut up while I talk to your more rational friend here.
กูจะถอดมันไปแปล
I
ง
realize that what I'm asking isn't easy, but there's something in it for you. When the power is cut, the door to the prototype storage room will open automatically. Take anything you want. I don't care anymore. Just please, set me free at last. I can't bear this loneliness any longer.
Wait. I have an idea. Mr. Bradburton wants to die because he's lonely, right? Well, maybe I could stay with him, you know? Keep him company, give him someone to talk to. He's like a hero to me.
If he lives, I don't get the prototype ammo. What can you offer to make this worth my while?
Well, I do have one thing that might interest you. I've got a limited edition Nuka-Cola jumpsuit. It's really stylish and not many were made. It's one of my most treasured possessions, but, well, I'm willing to let you have it.
A Nuka-Cola jumpsuit? Ha! That's a paltry prize compared to what I'm offering. The choice is yours, but I beg you to honor my wishes. There is no one else who can help me.
I couldn't stand being a frozen head. How could I drink Nuka-Cola? Can you imagine being trapped like that for centuries? Please, think carefully. Don't rush your decision.
Sierra.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but what's your decision?
No deal. I want that prototype and I'm going to get it.
You really want to condemn one of the greatest minds of his generation to die, even though I've offered you a better option. And just so you can get your hands on a weapon? Guess I didn't realize you were so cold-hearted and selfish. Fine then. Destroy one of our national treasures.
I suggest we take as much as we can carry.
Fine.
Nice.
I can't believe someone as smart as Mr. Bradburton would be fooled into thinking you could live forever. I guess he was terrified of growing old.
You wanted the Nuka-Cola formula? Here it is.
So it really was here. I'm grateful. I don't think this means I've forgiven you. You killed the man who was my greatest hero. A man who revolutionized the soft drink industry and whose creations put smiles on a million faces. Who the hell are you to just walk in here and destroy all that?
I know you're disappointed, Sierra, but ask yourself, what was best for him?
Well, maybe you're right. I guess I didn't consider his feelings as much as I should have. It's just that never, not in my wildest dreams, did I think I'd get the chance to talk to Mr. Bradburton in person. To get an opportunity like that and then have it snatched away. It hit me pretty hard. Still, I can't overlook the fact that for one glorious shining moment, I got to meet the man who invented Nuka-Cola. I'll never forget that. Not ever. And it wouldn't have been possible without your help. Thank you.
Now that you've got the formula for Nuka-Cola, what are you gonna do with it?
I'm not a chemist, but I might try to brew some up, just for fun. If that fails, well, I still got a new centerpiece for my collection. Here. I know it's not much, but it really went above and beyond the Call of Duty. I think I'll stick around here for a while and see what else I can find. By the time I'm done, I'm gonna need a much bigger building to house my Nuka-Cola museum.
Hi, Sierra.
I wish you could have given me more time with Bradburton before you cut the power.
I hope you have additional fusion cores to spare. I trust you're enjoying my company. You and I make quite an effective team.
Going up. Oh.
Only good thing about being sent outside? Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you're standing here, well, I suppose Gage figured you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long did it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
And what makes you think I've been convinced?
Well, if you aren't yet, you sure as hell should be. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
I wanted to ask about your role in this.
I'm listening.
Which gang do you work for?
Don't work for the gangs. Gage brought me in to work for the overboss. Plan was I'd advise Coulter in his grand scheme to run roughshod over the Commonwealth. And despite Coulter's change of heart, I've kept my ear to the ground, just in case that day ever came. I'm hoping today might finally be it.
What is it that you get out of helping me do this?
I've been well taken care of up to this point. I ain't greedy, but people with my kind of talents aren't common. All I'm looking for is a continuation of the lifestyle I've become accustomed to, and the same piece of the Commonwealth pie everyone else around here has been itching to take a bite of.
So, what exactly is it you do?
I'll walk you through all the ins and outs of getting us established on the other side of those mountains. Claiming territory, running jobs, keeping folks loyal. Gage and Coulter also tasked me with keeping on top of the goings-on back there, so I'll provide you with guidance on the places we can hit and the places we can't. Kind of makes me your one-stop shop for causing havoc in the Commonwealth.
That was all I had.
So, does that mean you're ready to begin?
If I'm gonna do this, I don't want to hurt people.
No fun in that. But look, you're the overboss. You decide you want to sweet-talk the poor sods we're gonna be dealing with instead of filling them full of lead? That's up to you. But I can't change the fact that you're gonna have to run some people out of their homes so we can give them to the gangs. No one said being boss was gonna be easy. Now, you just say if this is something you're ready to move on.
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears. So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require 3 things: territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. And there are 2 ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave. Or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land, or you want to wipe them out?
Is there a difference between the approaches?
Well, settlers will probably rally some bodies if you try and wipe them out. But it's a guaranteed way to claim a spot. If you try to scare them off their land, there's a chance they might just tell you to take a hike. At that point, you might be able to buy them off. But it could end up getting expensive if you don't work them over a bit first. Beyond just that, there are some places out there overrun with trouble. Ghouls, children of Adam and the like. Those places aren't going to be interested in having a chat. So you're going to have more options if you go in guns blazing.
Let me talk to them. I'll convince them to leave.
Works for me. Once you've planted your flag in the place, I'll send a crew in to set up shop. Now, next up, you'll have to pick who you want to hold your outpost once it's established. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
The operators.
Got it. I'm sure they'll appreciate you thinking of them. That just leaves the target. Now, for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again. Make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka World's first new homestead?
We can't target certain settlements with certain jobs?
Unfortunately. Can't talk people off their land if there's no one around to talk to and the like. Most cases, I'll try to let you know why we can't target a place. But the biggest hindrance is if there's already some activity going on there. Though if that is the case, that Pip-Boy of yours might be able to give you some info on whatever might be blocking us hitting that spot. Now, you ready to pick that first settlement?
I'm ready.
Good. So, where you want to do this? Wait, pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss. That's where you want to hit?
Actually, I changed my mind.
Of course. You want to give me another target? Or did you maybe want to change up the job?
Why would I want to change up the type of job?
Well, some places in the Commonwealth aren't interested in talking to you. So going in guns blazing will usually give you more spots you can hit. Personally, I think it's a hell of a lot more fun, too. Plus, shooting the place up is a guaranteed way to get what you want. Trying to convince a settlement can go awry if you don't do the right prep.
Let's do this later.
Your call.
Shank.
So you decided how you want to claim that territory?
Let me talk to them. I'll convince them to leave.
Works for me. Which gang should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
The operators.
I'll let them know. Now, the target. You ready to decide where this is going down?
I'm ready.
Good. So, where do you want to hit?
Hey, Shank.
So you decided how you want to claim that territory?
ๆแล้วทำยังไงอ่ะกูเลือกที่ไหนไว้เมื่อกี้
I just want to trade a few things.
Go ahead.
Let me talk to them. I'll convince them to leave.
Works for me. Which gang should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
The operators.
I'll let them know. Now, the target. You ready to decide where this is going down?
I'm ready.
Good. So, what's the target? Huh. I think that one's your territory, boss. You're sure that's the one you want to hit?
Does that matter?
Only if you want to keep control of it. Targeting a settlement for a job is gonna break whatever connections you might have had to the place. Worth taking a moment to consider how much you like having that spot under your thumb. So, that the target?
มันทุกเขตแล้ว
That one's the target.
Of course, boss. So, to get these folks to scram, you got two main options. Buy them out, or scare them off. Either way, the more afraid they are, the simpler or cheaper getting them gone will be. Lizzie Wyeth over with the operators should have some toys that'll make running them off easier. And it's worth keeping in mind, the more populated or fortified a place is, the more prep you're gonna want to do before trying to run them off. But ultimately, it's up to you, boss. Good luck.
So this one time, a long time ago, I'm enjoying myself, out in the combat zone. A few bets, a few drinks, a whole lot of jokes. I'm making friends, having a good time. Now this one guy, he gets jealous. I mean, I can't blame him. It happens to me all the time. I just get upset, and they ain't as cool. Anyway, he's this really big guy. I mean, huge guy, actually. I don't remember his name. Doesn't matter, shut up. So this big idiot decides he's gonna challenge me to a drinking contest. Guess he figures he'll make me look like a fool in front of all the nice folks in the combat zone. So he lumbers up. Shut up. So this big idiot decides he's gonna challenge me to a drinking contest. Guess he figures he'll make me look like a fool in front of all the nice folks in the combat zone. So he lumbers up to me, comes to my table.
So you decided how you want to claim that territory?
This is gonna be the coolest thing that happens all night. In
me talk to them. I'll convince them to leave.
Works for me. Which gang should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
Let's do this later.
Your call.
Hey, Shank.
So you decided how you want to claim that territory?
Get a gang together. Those settlers are as good as dead.
Stick with the classics. Which gang you want to join you on the job?
The operators.
I'll let them know. Now, the target. You ready to decide where this is going down?
I'm ready.
Good. So, where do you want to hit? Let me... Oh, that place. Isn't that one of your old stomping grounds? Sure that's the one?
That one's the target.
Just wanted to make sure. So, these sorts of jobs are pretty straightforward. Move in, kill everything in sight. I'll have some of our people meet you there to assist. Now, you're not gonna be able to take a direct route to the place. Fast way to get yourself killed. So you'll have to meet our folks outside town. Now, if you're looking for something to give you an extra edge, might be worth checking in with some of the gang bosses. Probably got some trick or two up their sleeves. The crew that's joining you is just gonna have standard kits though. If you want to arm them up differently, I'd take along some extra gear. Knock 'em dead, boss.
I don't care to...
Talk much. Looking into trouble.
Boss?
Watch yourself. The pack sticks together.
Gotta chase if you want to catch.
Boss, let's chat. Shank says you might need our help vacating the squatters living in our new digs. And ain't it just your lucky day? Wait till you see what I got. Found some toys a couple operators left on their corpses in a back alley. Not sure how they got themselves dead like that. Oh, shame. I took them apart and made a little something different out of the parts. It was just gonna be a toy for my pets. But it's more useful to me. Beasts like this thing is irresistible. Toss them on the ground and anything nearby and hungry will come a-running, ripping anything in their path to pieces. But you're gonna want to be a safe distance away. Because, well, things leak a little. Don't want to end up becoming a snack yourself. Oh, and here, take this paper. It'll show you how to make more. Don't look so surprised. We ain't all knuckle draggers.
Can I use it indoors?
Nah. Doorknobs. Bane of creatures great and small. Also, the sense tuned for creatures in the Commonwealth. So if you travel real far, probably not gonna work there either.
It's impressive, Mason.
Ain't it though? Don't forget where you got those. And when you're putting that to good use claiming new haunts, don't forget us. All right?
Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, you had to turn up.
Not sure who's worse, you or Coulter.
Dixie.
Hey, boss. Was wondering when you were gonna come see me. Heard you're collecting toys to help you mark us out some new stomping grounds. Well, ours is, without a doubt, the finest little piece of hardware you've ever laid your eyes on. Sure, she may be based off some shitty operator tech, but a little Dixie love and some fine tweaking go a long way. Let's just say, them fever blossoms ain't no joke. Mix them with just the right ingredients, makes people madder than a hornet's nest. Perfect for convincing any meddlesome settlers to rip each other apart.
Is there anything else I should know about this?
I mean, she won't work on bots or lower gen synths, but otherwise, that's it in a nutshell. All you gotta do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Sounds like I'll be putting it to good use.
Damn straight you will. I trust you'll make her mama proud. Only wish I could watch the show myself.
ไม่คือไอ้เหี้ยมันออกแบบให้เราต้องไปยึดฐานได้ฐานนึงกูยึดไปหมดแล้วไม่มีที่ไหนต้องเข้า
Really should rethink where you stand. And unless you're a
10 different guys, all of them swearing it's true. And when you get a story like that, well, you just know there's gotta be some truth to it. But the way this story starts is a mystery. Nobody knows where the legendary raider named came from. Some say he was in the Great War, got hit right smack in the face with one of them big nukes, shrugged it off, and kept on going. Some say he just appeared out of thin air, like the wastes themselves conjuring him up. Some say he was the product of a night of unholy passion between a super mutant and Deathclaw and Satan himself. Now, most of you all know the later stories, how Atlas single-handedly took down that band of super mutants south of Boston. I heard he bit the head off the leader's dog. The head.
Hey there. We're here like you asked, boss. But, well, it looks like there's no one to kill. Suppose we'll go take a look around. Anyone asks about the job, though, just make something up.
Well, what do we have here?
I'll find
I suggest we take as much as we can carry.
มันคืออะไรวะมันคือธงอันไหนดีกว่าเพราะว่าสร้างธงแล้วมันไม่ได้ Check in with your crew ตรวจสอบลูกเรือของคุณ
Over, boss. Making trouble? Good.
Yeah, I'm thinking this place will do. At least once we get some supplies coming in. You ought to head on back, boss. Let them know how it went.
Well, word going around is there's some new raider boss tearing up the Commonwealth. Not too shabby. I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide will be waiting in your trunk up in Fizztop. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now, like before, the method's up to you. You can try talking to them yourself, convince them to hand over the goods, or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some recaps.
Are there any details I should know about these methods?
Well, these jobs run pretty similar to those for claiming territory. Using force will give you more places you can target. Plus, settlers can't just blow you off. You try scaring them into paying up without laying some groundwork first, it could end up being a costly endeavor. Now, any thoughts on how you want to do this?
Let me talk to them. I'll get them to hand over what we need.
Sure. So, which crew you want keeping an eye on the place once you get them to bend the knee?
The operators.
I'll send word along. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, you can check the map in your Pip-Boy. The Slog might be a good choice to hit, though I'd have to confirm that's still the case. So, where you want to do this? Huh. Was that... Oh, that place. Isn't that one of your old stomping grounds? Sure that's the one?
Actually, I changed my mind.
Sure. You want to give me another target? Or did you maybe want to change up the job?
Let's do a different target.
Sure thing. So, where do you want to hit? Was that? Alright, that one will work. So, to get these settlers to cough up provisions, they need to know that we aren't a crew to be trifled with. You can try convincing them to pay up, or you could rough them up some. Let them know we mean business. Lizzie Wyeth with the operators ought to have some tools you can use to make things easier. Plus, having an outpost nearby gives us another option, claiming the airwaves. Building a Nuka World radio transmitter at an outpost within range of the target will let them know we're closing in on them. Your Pip-Boy map should show you which outposts are close enough to serve. And if none of that works, well, I suppose you could always try paying one of them to convince the rest. And it's worth remembering. The more populated or heavily defended a place is, the more prep work you're gonna have to do to get them to bend. Plenty of ways for you to skin this cat. Have fun.
เปิดใช้งานเข้าสู่สัญญาณวิทยุปัญหาคือกูไม่รู้ใช้ของอะไรบ้างอันนี้ยังไม่ได้ไปยังไม่ได้ไปเลย จะลองติดไปให้หมดแต่ผมไม่รู้ว่ามันใช้อะไรบ้าง
Find anything useful?
Hey.
Yes. Hope you find what you're looking for.นี่จะเป็นบุกอีกแบบหนึ่งมั้ง
Hey.
What can I do for you? Glad to be of service.
Ừ, ปัญหามันไม่รู้มันต้องใช้อะไรอะแบบเป็นความน่าเบื่ออย่างเกมมันเกมไม่ได้ผิดหรอกจริงๆผิดที่สร้างของแล้วของแม่งต้องขนไปเองมันจัดการลำบากแล้วของมันหายากเวลาจะหาเช็คของไม่ใช่ตัวนี้เคยมาเลย
Looks like someone should have fought harder.
Well, looks like someone should have fought harder.
Who gives raiders a damn radio station? What can I do for you?
You ever heard of Nuka World?
The theme park with all the raiders? Sure. Why?
I'm here to make you an offer. This place will supply me and my friends in Nuka World caps, food, whatever you got. In exchange, we won't bother you.
Oh, I don't know. A lot of hard work goes into this place. Can't just give it to you.
How about you and I make a deal? You get this place supplying my people. I'll make it worth your while.
You'll pay me? Yeah, I guess I can do that. Hey, everybody! Bad news! We've got some new management.
Sounds like they're gonna tear the place apart if we don't get the hell out of there.
Then I guess we'll just have to let them know who they're dealing with. You did good. Now
Boss,
get going.
someone's coming through the
The
gauntlet.
adults are gonna
Go see
discuss
Rich.
this.
He'll tell you what to do.
Mason bit the hand off a Yao Guai. So, watch what you try to feed him. Unless you... Ain't fond of your fingers.
Shank.
Figure this would happen sooner or later. Our outposts caught the attention of some of our new neighbors in the Commonwealth. An outside crew of raiders think we're honing in on their territory. Sounds like they're planning to tear the place up, and our people with it. Suppose this provides us a good opportunity to make an example. You thinking what I'm thinking?
What can you tell me about this gang?
Not a whole lot. Our scout said the boss calls himself Sinner. Claims to have a decent-sized crew ready to take what we stole fair and square. Suppose he just needs to learn who his betters are. So, are you and I of the same mind on how that ought to get done?
I want to try talking to them.
So that's a no then. Look, boss, your clout may get you what you want around here, but that doesn't earn you a thing with raiders in the Commonwealth. All those mutts understand is force, and I think it's time you and them came to just such an understanding. But you should probably get going. You wouldn't want to keep our new friends waiting. Wouldn't be neighborly.
Operators on top, just like it should be. I thought about trying my hand at the gauntlet just to see if I can...
It ain't the big bad overboss. Couldn't have shown up a year ago, huh?
I suggest we take as much as we can carry.
I heard you were looking for me.
You heard the alarm, right? That means someone's in the gauntlet. Looks like a real tough one, too. What happens next is up to you. You can take him on yourself in the arena, or I can make sure our little rat never gets out of the maze.
What happens if I choose to fight?
All you need to do is gear up and head for the arena. Bring whatever weapons and armor you want. Then we open up the door to the gauntlet and let in whatever dumbass scaver marks fell into the trap. After that, playtime. So what's the call, boss? You gonna give us a show or what?
There's not gonna be a fight. Set them free.
Damn, really? Well, you're the boss. Won't pretend I'm not disappointed, though.
Time to put on a show.
Hell yeah! No better way to earn a raider's respect than kicking some ass in front of a crowd. Just head for the arena whenever you're ready, boss.
taking Nuka World over.
No need to worry, boss. We've got your back.
Supporting the operators. Smartest thing a lot of us have done in our lives.
Hey. Get some!
Did you hear that? No more ice cream. Not much of a threat after all.
There's not gonna be a fight. Set them free.
Damn, really? Well, you're the boss. Won't pretend I'm not disappointed, though. Ignore the peacock and the other gangs are doing. We'll domesticate.
Operators on.
Seems like the work never ends, but I'll get it done sometime.
Parlor away, boss.
Respect around here. You gotta earn it. Of course, hanging over your bones hasn't hurt.
Supporting the operators. Smartest thing a lot of us have done in our lives.
Hey there.
Over, boss. A pleasure. Shane said you might need some tools to ease relations with the people of the Commonwealth. Well, you've come to the right place. I've put together a couple of toys that should make getting what you want out of those roofs easier. Only thing we ask in return is that you remember the operators when you're handing out new territory on the other side of the mountains.
What exactly have you got?
So, first up, something to manipulate a target. It's a homemade distillation brewed to mimic human flight pheromones. Toss one of these grenades at the feet of your target, and convincing the wary settler suddenly becomes a much simpler affair. Now, to function effectively, I had to make the formula precise. So it's not going to work on people in any of the big towns like Bunker Hill or Diamond City, nor on caravanners. But for your purposes, hitting settlements out in the Commonwealth, it ought to give you a serious edge.
So it only works at settlements. Are there any other restrictions I need to know about?
Nothing beyond that. I've been trying to get the formulas working better for more varied environments. But for now, the current brew should serve.
Take any advantage I can get.
Well, this should give you one. Here. Only had enough to make the one locally. but you can take the recipe as well, should you find yourself wanting more. So, the other trick up our sleeve is a little more broad spectrum than the grenades. Gulp down a couple lungfuls, and anyone you speak to will be far more apt to give you what you want. Plus, I've winnowed down the addiction risk to near zero, so no need to fear repeat usage. Here, ingredients for that one have been tricky to find, but between that and the grenade, you should have no problem getting at least one settlement under your control before you have to brew up your own. And just remember us when you're crushing those poor settlers underfoot. Hmm?
Glad to see you're back in the right crew. Knew you had some sense. Mags, Willie, and Lizzie. All you have to do is hear them speak to know they weren't born into this.
You know, in a lot of instances, poor life choices will get you killed. Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, you had to turn.
Gotta be something good in here.
Sometimes, it works in your favor if the sheep see you coming. Let them sweat and get nervous. They make mistakes.
long คิดกันเล่นๆดูนะครับว่าถ้าเกิดว่าคุณเนี่ยได้เป็น1 ใน 5 คนที่โลกใบนี้ซึ่งโลกไทยแล้วนะเหลือแค่5 คนไม่มีวันแก่แล้วผ่านไปมากกว่า109 ปีฟังดีๆนะแต่แรกกับการที่เป็นจะแก้คนบางรายแล้วก็รักษาคนหายแล้วเป็นครั้งแรกอีกบางรายรักษาคนหาย
Good, you're here. Got word those punks were spotted not far from here, boss. Whole place is on alert. We'll keep an eye out.
Commonwealth Raiders. Got no respect.
Who's in charge around here? I'll tear their heart out. You all deaf or something? Where? You, the Nuka World waste pile that thought you could move your gang into Sinner's territory and live? You give me one good reason I shouldn't slice you open and eat your heart right now.
Look, I'm sure there's a solution that helps us all here. Let's figure something out.
To hell with that. We got enough trouble from the other gangs around here, poaching our scores. Ain't no room for another crew. Now explain to me why I shouldn't just gut you.
Sinner, it doesn't have to be like this. We can be stronger together than we ever were apart. Join my gang.
Are you fucking kidding me? I will wear your bows. Kill them!
Hey.
Yes, sir?
Hey.
I'd be happy to help if I can.
Table, tells me he can drink me under the table. I'm like, the hell you can, try me. So everybody gathers round because it's clear this is going to be the coolest thing that happens all night. And we just go at it. Just shot after shot. Now, the whole time, he's talking shit about me. I mean, telling me I'm going to lose, telling me that I'm a piece of shit, you know, all this stuff. And I'm just laughing. I'm laughing, I'm taking my shots. I'm so drunk. I mean, so drunk. It's crazy. Oh, you could still be standing. I've never seen anyone drink that much. And after a while,
heard some rumbles, this one didn't get you either. Figure I shouldn't be surprised.
So, what's next?
Well, right to business then. So I suppose your recent success brings us to the next step. Loyalty. Without loyalty, everything that's yours ain't. And to keep a crew loyal, you need to keep them happy. Now, keeping raiders happy isn't real hard. Just have to make sure they've got their basic necessities, just like any other settlement. That they've got some things to keep them entertained, and that their food's taken care of, which, with raiders, well, isn't like dealing with other settlements. Now, if you want me to go into detail on any of that, you just say.
What can you tell me about entertainment for the outpost?
Well, it's a damn handy way to keep folks distracted if you're lacking in certain basics. Constructing pick-me-up stations or getting one of your crew working on a booze still will certainly help lift your outpost's spirits. And if the place has got a Nuka World transmitter powered up, you can construct amplifiers to help as well. Anything else I can answer for you?
I want to know more about managing the outpost's basic necessities.
Day-to-day needs. They're pretty straightforward. Just need to make sure you've set up solid defenses. Plenty of beds under cover, and enough clean water to go around. Not much more to it than that. Was there anything else?
Tell me more about providing food for the outpost.
So, managing your outpost's food can get a little tricky. No one ever joined a crew to dig in the dirt. So you'll want to make sure you've convinced enough settlements to supply your gang. People at the outpost can farm in a pinch, but they sure as hell won't be happy about it. Now, if you're ever wondering if your outpost has enough food, you should take a look in your Pip-Boy. It ought to have a page that'll show you everything your outpost currently needs, food included. If they're low on grub, it's probably time to get a new settlement supplying you. Or you could always drop some food direct in their workshop if it comes to it. Now, was there something else?
I think I've got everything I need to know.
Sure. If you've ever got more questions, you come find me. Or you can always consult that Pip-Boy on your own. No better tool to tell you what your outpost may be hurting for. Now, depending on the state of the place when you hit it, this first outpost might already have some of the bare bones set up. All you've got to do is build up what's missing. If you want to run some jobs to convince more settlements to start sending supplies, well, you know how this works. You just come talk to me. And I was thinking, with the outpost coming as far as it has, might be time I set up shop there. Save you a trip anytime you want to run a job. You just let me know if that's something that'd interest you. Be good to make some trouble in the Commonwealth again. So, there anything I can do?
Answer some questions for me.
Shoot.
Is there anything our outpost needs at the moment?
Actually, boss, sounds like you've got all the necessities taken care of. If outposts aren't getting to where you need them to be, you could try building some entertainment, like a pick-me-up station, an amp and transmitter, or a booze still. You had any other questions?
What do I need to take into account when intimidating settlements?
Well, the bigger and more fortified your target is, the more work you're gonna have to do to get them to crack. But using tools from the operators, building a Nuka World transmitter within range of the settlement you're trying to target, they'll make it easier. Plus, the more outposts you've got nearby your target, the more interested they'll be in what you've got to say. So, was there something else?
Remind me, what's the best way to keep outposts happy?
Well, you want to make sure they've got all the necessities. Defenses, beds, water, and food. Ideally, coming in from a settlement you've convinced to hand over supplies. But you can always drop some direct in their workshop if need be. Beyond that, you could build them some entertainment. A booze still, pick-me-up station. An amplifier if you've got a Nuka World transmitter set up. And if you're wondering what they're lacking, best thing to do is check your Pip-Boy. It's got a page with all the information you could need on what your outpost might want. I'm also willing to share whatever I hear. And lastly, don't make them farm. Lose a lot of goodwill from your gangs by making them pick fruit. Was there anything else?
That was it.
Got it. Something else I could do for you?
I want you to head to an outpost.
All right. Where am I going? Suppose I better get a move on then. See you there, boss.
Legendary raider named Atlas came from. Some say he was in the Great War, got hit right smack in the face with one of them big nukes, shrugged it off, and kept on going. Some say he just appeared out of thin air, like the wastes themselves conjuring him up. And some say he was the product of a night of unholy passion between a super mutant, a Deathclaw, and Satan himself. Now, most of you all know the later stories, how Atlas single-handedly took down that band of super mutants south of Boston. I heard he bit the head off the leader's dog. The head clean off. Or that time he took a group of 5 men, only 5, downtown straight to a rival gang's territory and walked out with their leader's son just because the kid said some mean things about Atlas's mother. But the biggest story was that spot way north of Boston. What the hell was the name of it again? got noticed. In particular, Atlas noticed the gang leader's woman, a blonde number named Hope. Atlas, they say, was smitten in love from the moment he laid eyes on her. Hope, though, well, he didn't feel the same. So here's a little something for you. If you haven't heard, we're taking this show on the road. Oh yeah, you heard me. Gone are the days of sitting around on our asses while everything goes to shit. The overboss is gonna make sure the whole damn country knows who we are. Now that Nuka world is ours, we're branching out, taking over some of those shit-heap settlements in the Commonwealth, turning them into something better. If you haven't gotten in on this action yet, there's still time. The boss ain't done yet. Talk to your gang leaders about what you can do to help. You're all a bunch of psychopaths, and I love you for it. This is Raider Radio, and it's for you. Hey, got an update for all you louses out there. You know how the bottling plant has been chock full of nuka-lurks for as long as we've been here. Like I personally know at least 3 jackasses who got themselves killed trying to loot the place. Anyway, that ain't a problem no more. Our new overboss has been good to his word and taken over the plant, meaning the whole friggin' park is ours. It's all ours, man. At the overboss's orders, the operators are now running the show out there. If you're on good terms with them, well, maybe they'll share some caps with you. If you're not on good terms, well, you're lost, man. So, I told you about Atlas, the meanest raider to ever wander this world. And how he fell for Hope, a beautiful raider from a rival gang who didn't give 2 shits about him. Now, like I said, Atlas, he was used to getting his way. So he gathered up a big old army of raiders, marched right up to the town where Hope's gang, the Junkers, was all holed up, and demanded she come out and talk to him. Hope, headstrong as she was, very politely yelled over the wall and told Atlas exactly where he could shove his intentions. I hear she launched that golden Brahmin right back over the wall at him too. Atlas, as you might imagine, didn't take too kindly to being disrespected, but in his own special crazy-ass way, found himself wanting Hope even more. He was in a bind now, you see.
The past year
Let her insults stand.
such interesting times.
Over the screaming, Atlas yells that if he
clever woman that she was, strapped herself up with more than a couple of mini.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Now, I am told that on that day, all the good it did was right miles away, birds dropped out of the sky days after. Big and sharp as he was, they never found all of that. Like I said at the top, true story, all of it. There are moral in all this. Hell if I know. Taking this show on the road. Down on our asses while everything goes to shit. The overboss is gonna make sure the whole damn Commonwealth knows who we are. Now that the world is ours, we're branching out, taking over some of those shit heap settlements in the Commonwealth, turning them into something better. If you haven't gotten in on this action yet, there's still time. The boss ain't done yet. Talk to your gang leaders about what you can do to help. Hey, asshole, you're listening to Raider Radio. Listen up, all you disciples, operators, pack, guys, whoever the hell else is out there these days. Thanks to the hard work of our kick-ass overboss, I'm happy to report that the Safari Zone is no longer a death trap. All those crazy-ass mutated animals have been taken care of. The overboss has left the pack in charge out there. Is now. If you've been keeping score at home, you know what this means. The whole goddamn park is ours. Yeah. This here is a song I wrote totally by myself without any help at all. Red Eye original, you could say.
Hey.
What can I do for
Whatever
Shank.
The place is looking good, boss. Everything a gang of lowlifes could ask for. So, you ready for the final piece of the puzzle?
And that is?
Bodies. And not the kind the disciples like to leave sitting around. Because what you've made is a foothold. To solidify our place, our outfit's gonna need some real numbers. 2 more outposts carved from the Commonwealth ought to do the trick. Get all that together, and, well, we'll have a real base of power on our hands. With that kind of clout, we'll be able to start setting up dealers at our outposts. Get to selling stuff like real damn towns. We keep expanding from there, we'll even be able to set up spots where the locals can come drop off tribute. But I'm getting ahead of myself. For now, you'll want to start by claiming another 2 outposts. You just let me know whenever you want to get rolling on those jobs. So, boss, what's the plan?
I'm interested in running a job.
Works for me. What type of job did you want to run?
A new outpost. I want to get one set up.
And did you want to talk the settlers off their land yourself? Or should I rally some bodies to help you put them on ice?
How about we do this later?
Suits me fine.
careful now. Don't want any trouble. If you're here to trade, fine. Else, I suggest you move along.
You and your family live alone out here?
That's right. Don't get any ideas. Monique and I were gunners back in the day. We can handle ourselves better than most.
I'm just browsing.
You're free to look, but don't touch anything.
Excuse me.
You need something else?
I'll take a look, sure.
Here's what we got.
If you're looking to trade, go find my husband. Otherwise, get off our property.
Tickets, please.
What is this place?
Welcome to the Grantchester Mystery Mansion. Inside, you will learn the story of Lucy and how she gruesomely murdered her parents. See where she ate breakfast. See the bed she slept in. View the actual floors she walked on. All for only $65.
I'll buy a ticket. How much?
Tickets may be purchased for $65. Those without exact change can purchase a ticket from the cashier.
Here's some caps.
The Granchester Mystery Mansion only accepts legal tender. If you do not have exact change, you can buy your ticket from the cashier. Please move to the back of the line.
Is there anything else besides dollars I can pay with?
The Granchester Mystery Mansion only accepts legal tender. If you do not have exact change, you can buy your ticket from the cashier. Please move to the back of the line.
I think I'll just come back later.
Understood. Please exit the line. It's see where she committed the bloody, the marvel at the animatronic bodies. See the actual kitchen where her mother loving prepared her meal. See the blood stain that
Clever woman that she was, hopefully strapped herself up before the door opened anyways. She knew what she was about. Now, I am told that on that day, some mighty well not even come up. For all the good it did next to the brightness of that explosion. And hundreds of miles away went blind. Birds dropped out of the skies, dazed. Big and as tough as he was, they never found all the matters. Like I said at the top, true story, all of it. Is there a moral in all of this? Hell if I know.
You can fix just about anything. Guns, computers, people. Just gotta have the right tools. Most people are good at breaking things. I enjoy putting them back together. Hey.
Crossed the line, General. There are some things I can't forgive. I thought I knew you. I trusted you. And then you joined up with the scum that prey on the Commonwealth.
What are you talking about?
Don't try to deny it. I know what you've done. Don't think that the Minutemen will stand by and let you bring even more misery to the Commonwealth. If that means shooting at you and your new friends, so be it. But that's in your hands. You can still turn back and try to actually make the Commonwealth a better place.
Is there anything I can do to make this right between us?
No, not after this. For the Commonwealth's sake, I hope you change your mind and come back to being the general we hoped for. I'll follow your orders as a loyal Minuteman. But our friendship is over. I can never trust you like that again. You crossed the line, General. There are some things I can't forgive. I thought I knew you. I trusted you. And then you joined up with the scum that prey on the Commonwealth.
What are you talking about?
Don't try to deny it. I know what you've done. Don't think that the Minutemen will stand by and let you bring even more misery to the Commonwealth. If that means shooting at you and your... friends, so be it. But that's in your hands. You can still turn back and try to actually make the Commonwealth a better place.
I made a mistake. I'll stop helping the Raiders.
I'll believe that when I see it. For the Commonwealth's sake, I hope you change your mind and come back to being the general we hoped for. I'll follow your orders as a loyal Minuteman. But our friendship is over. I could never trust you like that again.
มันไม่มีคนอยู่แต่ว่าแบบกูก็ยกให้เขาอย่างนี้โอ้แม่ง
Most people are good at breaking things. I enjoy putting them back together.
เนี่ยถ้าข้ามไปเลเวล100นึงเลยได้ไหมเหลือคืออย่างอัพปืนนะคืออัพสกิลมาแล้วเนี่ยกูยังต้องมานั่งอัพอย่างอื่นเพิ่มอีกแล้วโอ้ชีวิตไอ้เหี้ยเขาบอกว่ามันเอาขึ้นได้อย่างเดียวใช่ไหมจริงๆอันนี้มันถือว่าเกินเพราะว่าเลเวลตัวนี้มันจะสองเลยอ๋อมันขึ้นตามไปเรื่อยๆจะอีกคุณเล่นมาหลายร้อยชั่วโมงแม่งยังต้องมานั่งเลือกอัพอีกว่าจะอัพอะไรโคตรน่าเบื่อ
I'll hand it to you. This place isn't awful. It's still a hole, but it could be worse.ไม่เดี๋ยวดูก่อนว่าทำยังไงกัน เราจะไม่คุยกับเพชรตันเรื่องนี้เลย เนี่ยกูต้องเล่นยังเวล100ถึงจะอัพพวกสกิลที่อยากอัพได้จริงอ่ะถ้าไม่ต้องมานั่งอัพพวกอัปเกรดอาวุธแล้วก็พออัปเกรดอาวุธกับล็อกพีกอะทำไม่ยากเฉยก็พอไม่ต้องมาแคปเลเวลไว้สักต้องขึ้นไป110เพราะว่าจะดูไม่พอมันแรงขึ้นจริงๆก็คือไม่ค่อยชอบเท่าไหร่มันแรงกว่าที่เราจะทำได้เธอจะต่ำนี่ใช้ได้ดีไม่มีใครในปาร์ตี้ได้มันเท่าคุณก็ได้ไปบอฮอคือเนี่ยผมจำได้ว่าปกติเขาทำเอาไว้ทำอัพคอนเทนต์อะไรพวกเทนอะไรแต่ผมไอ้เหี้ยกูต้องเล่นอีก40เลเวลอ่ะเพื่อให้สเตตัสมันพอสำหรับอัพพวกเนี่ยอัพมานี่คือกูจะแต่งมือเฉยๆจริงๆไม่แน่ใจด้วยซ้ำว่ากูจะสู้ได้หรือเปล่าเพราะว่าสแตทมันขึ้นนะแต่ปืนเนี่ยไม่ได้ดีขึ้นเท่าไหร่อยู่ไหนว่าพวกตู้อะไร อยู่อาคารนี้ปะอาคารยาวๆคือกูแค่อยากได้ power armor ตัวเดียวอะที่เจรจาไม่ได้เขาหาอัพไปเพื่ออัพแค่ด้านหน้าปกติเรื่องหนึ่งมันประมาณ 4,000 EXP ได้อันนี้เวลเป็น100แล้วยังอัพได้แค่นิดหน่อยยังไม่ได้อัพอันนี้อัพตีอุปกรณ์เก็บเสียงพวกนี้มันเพิ่มดาเมจอาวุธก็จริงแต่เอามาเพื่อกูจะได้อัพอาวุธส่วนคาริสมานี่จริงๆเนี่ยอัพทำไมถ้าคาริสมาเอาเก่งอันนี้ได้ก็พอแล้ว
provide adequate protection.
I'll buy a ticket. How much?
Tickets may be those without exact change can purchase a ticket from the cashier.
There you go.
Enjoy your visit to the Manchester Mystery Mansion. Kicking or spray painting the animatronic models is prohibited.